So today we are on our way to go play mini golf. There's this cool little mini golf setup. I think it's at the convention or it's around the convention. I'm honestly not entirely sure. But we're gonna go play mini golf. It should be very fun. But first we're getting donuts. We're finally going to the donut shop, which I am very excited for. I love donuts. And then maybe I'll go around and see Seattle. A little bit earlier, well, last night I was trying to edit the vlog, but my SD card adapter for my computer just kind of crapped out and stopped working. So I couldn't take any of my videos off to then edit them. But I reached out to Jan and he should have one, so I'll probably edit that after mini golf and then go back out for the day and see Seattle. So sorry that the first vlog is late. Honestly, not that you know, because there wasn't a standard set. So as far as you can tell, it's normal for the vlog to go out like a full day after. Anyway, hopefully that'll fix that issue. We'll see. Either way, I will see you at Donuts! So Jan.
Hello.
As you know, we're getting donuts. We've planned this.
Fuck yeah.
And despite that fact, you've already had breakfast.
I can't.
Yeah, you had eggs?
Okay, I had eggs and sausage. I can't turn
And
down
sausage? You only told us about the eggs.
I can't turn down a
What
breakfast.
is this, Jan?
I got a Bavarian cream and a Valley Girl lemon. Lemon donuts are my secret favorite donut. Don't tell anyone.
Jan, what did you get?
I got an old-fashioned glaze.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
But I
Oh,
also
because we're
got,
old people. It's literally got old fashioned
but I
in the
also
name.
got a maple donut.
No cameras.
Where do you excel most?
Putting.
Wow, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, it's also the only part.
Jan, mini golf, where are your strengths and weaknesses?
It's all about hitting that par. You know, it's all a mental game.
It's under par. You want to get under par.
See, that's the part.
My strength is that I'm really good at golf. So I just edited the vlog from yesterday. I got the SD card reader to work. Thankfully, I'm gonna probably go grab lunch and then do an underground tour of Seattle, which I'm very excited for. I think it's gonna be really fun. Then maybe just go see the rest of the city. I want to see the library. I maybe want to see the Museum of Pop Culture. I think it should be good. I think I might be doing a lot of these solo. I was hoping some of the dudes would come with me, but I think they're tired and a bit busy and doing stuff on the actual floor, which is totally fine and fair. But I'm sure I'll catch up with them later this evening. In the meantime, sorry about the delay with the original vlog, and I will see you out there. Let's go. Jan.
Yes.
Where are we headed?
We're gonna go get sandwiches. There was a
Is
giant.
it sandwiches?
I think.
I don't know.
It just said corned beef on
Yes.
the side of the building.
There is a place that we keep walking by that just says corned beef, and it looks great.
I'm all about it.
Yes, I love anything that's proudly advertising beef.
Ben said he saw a lot of people eating out of styrofoam. I'm a fan of eating out of styrofoam.
Agreed. I like a good down-to-earth beef place.
Yeah, especially if it's corn.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. But you're gonna go to the show floor later on, probably shoot some stuff, yeah?
Yeah, you're gonna go dig through some tunnels?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna explore Seattle's seedy underground. And by seedy, I mean probably perfectly nice, just old, and some kind of historic tour.
The sun is out now.
I know, it's finally warm. Coming from New York's sweltering heat to this is a little bit jarring for me. It makes me not ready for fall.
Oh god.
It's almost pleasant, but for the most part, I'm like, where's my heat? I'm not constantly sweating. No! But I'm making it work.
solid.
I know,
5 out of
that's
5. It was
very
corned
good.
beef, CPR.
Recommend. Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got the CPRs, which was like 3 different meats, but quite good. I'm waiting for my cab for the thing. You're gonna go to the floor.
Just gonna run around, get some coffee. If you run into me, fight me.
Whoa. Don't need to tell me twice. This might be my car, so bye. So I just finished with the underground tour. It was a lot of fun. It was very interesting. I guess they have later ones that are like a haunted ghost tour, which I think would honestly probably be more fun. It was interesting. So basically what happened was a long time ago when they were first establishing Seattle, it was like on a big hill and this area was like this low marshland. And then there was a fire, I think it said in like 1849 or something, and it just like wiped out this section. So they're like, okay, we're gonna get rid of this hill and move all the dirt down in the marshland. But the business owners were like, we don't want to wait 10 years until this is done to start our business up again. So what they did was like, that's fine, you just build these 2-story buildings, one in the basement, and like one will become a basement essentially, because they're gonna move the dirt there. And then the other one will be the ground floor. So we got to see what was basically like the original ground floor of everything, which was super interesting. Some of the businesses still use them as basements, or we went to like a comedy club. I don't know, it was really cool. I would have liked to seen more stuff that looked less like kind of back offices. They weren't really back offices, but they felt very much like, oh, this feels like an unfinished space, and not in the way that's like old and cool, but in the way that's like, oh, they took this kind of old underground area and like, you know, redid the walls or floors, but it's not really done in any kind of interesting way. That said, super informative, really interesting. I'm not sure if like another tour, because it seemed like they owned or at least worked with the businesses that let them see their underground space. So I would be curious to see if the other tours had different ones. That said, overall very pleased. It was like $20. I learned a lot about Seattle, which is always good, and I had a good time. So I think I'm gonna go to the Museum of Pop Culture, just probably walk over there. I think it's by the Space Needle. I've been up the Space Needle kind of a while ago, but maybe I'll look at it again. I probably won't go up it, but I will probably see the Museum of Pop Culture, and I will take you guys with me. So I'm currently in the Seattle Public Library on the way to the museum. It's in this beautiful building. It's very cool to look. I've heard people just be like, go check it out, just because it's like the architecture is awesome. And they're right, it's very cool in here. I just got back from walking around the city. I had a lot of fun. I am currently watching one of the Harry Potter films on my hotel television, and I ordered some Indian food just to eat it in my hotel bed, because that sounds like a good evening. I walked quite a bit today, so and then I'll probably just edit the vlog, because I'm gonna probably get some drinks later, maybe see a late night movie in like a few hours. It's about dinner time now. But in the meantime, I had a lot of fun in the city. So what did I do today? Then I walked to the Seattle Public Library, which is awesome. Definitely check it out. It's free. I just walked in. It was kind of a nice little like, oh, I get some air conditioning and I can like walk around in this beautiful building. It was like truly gorgeous. And that was really cool to see. Very fun. And then I kept walking and I was going to go to the Museum of Pop Culture, but I got there and it's like right by the Space Needle. It's in that park section and it's in a really cool looking building. Like the architecture is awesome, but it was like there was like a big line to get in. It was pretty expensive and it just didn't seem worth it. I love museums. I'm like such a sucker for museums. I go to museums all the time when I go to a new city. But it was just a thing that I was like, I don't know if I feel like waiting in line to then go into what is most likely going to be probably a pretty crowded museum anyway. So I just didn't worry about it. I sort of saw the Space Needle from the ground, kind of walked around that park section. But I didn't spend a ton of time there just because it was like, cool, I saw the Space Needle, I walked around a bit. And then I went and I walked to the like Fisherman's Wharf. I know that's not what it is, but I don't remember what it's called. The public market. I walked over there. I saw this awesome army surplus place on the way. I am like such a sucker for military surplus stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because my dad was in the Navy, but I just think that stuff is so cool. I tried to find like an old military flask, but all they had were old canteens. I did almost buy an MRE pack, but I didn't. But they did have a bunch of cool old stuff. They had this like Kennedy like pin, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they're actually selling it because there's this one glass case that just had a bunch of like pins and medals and all this stuff. But it didn't seem, there weren't prices or anything, so it was either very expensive or not being sold. But they did have just like a bunch of weird, cool old gear, as well as just like general camping supplies, that kind of stuff. And then I walked to the public market, which was very cool as well. They had a lot of cool, just like fresh produce and crab and fish, and it was just like very busy, a bit touristy, which is fine, but still cool all the same. It did make me want fresh crab legs because I love crab, but I'm getting Indian food, which I also love. I also saw the gum wall because a bunch of people recommended it, but it's just gross. It's like it's kind of in a cool section in the sense that it's sort of like down below in this like weird little alley, but it like smells like a wall full of chewed gum, and it's like really crowded, it's touristy. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it if I were gonna go. It's like kind of cool if you're around, sure. It was like not far out of the way, but also, I was fine. But I'm back now, I'm resting up, and it was a good day. You know, I'm glad I got to see the city. I'm glad I took advantage of that being here, and I'm glad I got to take you along with me, especially considering tomorrow I have 3 panels, so I'll probably be on the floor much more. But in the meantime, I had a lot of fun in Seattle. I think it's a cool city. Thank you again for your recommendations on Twitter. I'm sorry if I didn't get to it. There was a lot of stuff there. And maybe if I'm in Seattle for longer, I will definitely go back and look at those recommendations. So thank you again. I probably won't take you with me to those later events, but maybe I will. We'll see. In the meantime, goodbye.